that we see this map in FFA.
All right, spawning wise, we can see that on this map, everyone, like only one player per quadrant can spawn. So every corner only has one player, but as we see in the bottom side, they can also spawn next to each other. So yeah, this makes up for some interesting dynamics as ToD and KraV kind of free on their side, whereas Toxi and Lelu are close to each other. I'm not sure what this will mean. I know that ToD already announced that he's gonna quit FFA if Lelu wins this game again. So this almost sounds as if he would plan on going on Lelu or something similar.
Well,
interesting though, the game is anonymous, so he shouldn't be able to really know which of the elves is Lelu and who is Toxi. And the hero choice might tell, though, as we see a Demon Hunter by Toxi. So Trunks
in
style,
FFA, yeah, exactly. Trunk style. Haven't seen that in a long time. Oftentimes Tavern heroes for the Night Elves, as we also see on Lelu's side, as so often, Tinker, Fire Lord, something like that. For Toxi, no, it is Demon Hunter, Immolation Creeping, maybe, and of course a super strong fighter late game. KraV upper left-hand side, probably the least experienced in FFA, with a pretty normal, almost one-on-one build order so far. I don't see a second.
Exactly. I don't think that he has a build for FFA, and you might say that it doesn't matter anyway, but that's not the case, because in FFA, your number one goal should be to have a high-level Dreadlord. And as most players play Dreadlord third, you need a very fast tech to get him up to at least level 3 quickly. Or you play like KraV does, or also Happy did, and go Dreadlord first. So your focus on the as undead should always be on the Dreadlord hero levels. And if you go for a standard 1v1 build, you have a fast DK, so a high level DK. But both your Lich and Dreadlord won't have a lot of XP left on the map, so this might be turning out into a problem later on, but we're gonna see.
To that, on Lelu's side, we have something new. We have seen a little bit of Pitlord second in the past couple of weeks. Now we even see Pitlord first.
Nice, Destromath.
Yeah, it's of course not the greatest name, as that is of course Ascalor, everybody knows. Destromath, not a big fan of math.
Yeah, improvable on that. But yeah, we will see. I'm not even familiar with the item drops on the map, and it's always interesting if you have a marketplace on the map, because then you can potentially stack your heroes very nicely the way you want. And so this would mean you could have a very, very strong Pitlord if there are like Claws or Helm of Velos or stuff in the marketplaces. So yeah, I'm very curious about that.
We got double engine of war creeping on Toxi's side with a Subi mask, always nice to have, especially since the poor Night Elves are suffering so hard from the reduced Moonwell regeneration. Assassin at the mercenary camp, very, very strong in the early game, thanks to poison and very, very good piercing damage as well. Will always be a target, of course, especially to Coil and Nova hero focus. And the game?
Yeah, we are close to 23 o'clock, so this is always the Shredder timing. And I just wanted to say, I'm curious who is gonna go for this Shredder, because this usually should be KraV Shredder as we go clockwise in FFA. And Toxi is already going to the left-hand lab, so also for ToD it's pretty clear that he is going for that one. And Lelu is also easily taking this Shredder if this camp is free, so everyone is going clockwise. I'm not sure if KraV is prioritizing the Shredder, as he is going for a more 1v1 build anyways, so this is not needing a lot of lumber, I guess. So he might just skip on the Shredder, and we have only 3 Shredders, also very possible. And we already see KraV running around on the map, not too FFA style-ish, and getting close to Toxi's main base. Let's see how Toxi is prepared for it. A red HP Demon Hunter. And there we go. We have an Acolyte hitting that expansion. And yeah, but I don't think too scary, right? There is 2 hurt ghouls out of 3. Expansion almost up. Assassin is also in the mix. So also the Shredder. So it's not like KraV can get a lot of things done. But the Shredder is now moving maybe bad, but no, it should also get away, I guess. And yeah, this is definitely not doing anything, and that's why it's not recommended to do any kind of rushing in FFA, because you're just slowing down yourself and one other player, but that doesn't help you if 2 other players thrive and creep the rest of the map. And especially in KraV's starting position, like he has all the top of the map for him, so no necessity at all to go on an attack, and he also sees it now that there's not a lot to gain for him, and rather now switches back to creeping.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of wasted time for him and for Toxi as well, who had to respond to that, of course, to a degree, with positioning at least. We see the first marketplace, but nothing really to pick up there. Also interesting.
He grabbed the item and walked away, so pretty 1v1 style play. And yeah, he just scouts a little bit on the map. It's weird even for a 1v1 player. Like, why would he scout the red camp here? Like, there is no 1v1 map where you can creep the red camp with 3 ghouls and level 3 TK. So I'm not really sure what he... Maybe tried to get an item. But yeah, still, I'm not sure. Pretty optimistic. And now he goes for another marketplace item. I think it's a consumable. Nope. Oh, he bought the Robe of the Magi and now gets Robe of the Beast. So yeah, getting little things done if we compare it to the progress of the other players. ToD level 4 Archmage, Panda level 2.5. So yeah, there we can see FFA experienced players versus 1v1 players. Looks pretty weird oftentimes, right?
Yeah.
Like you might think this doesn't even make sense in 1v1 what he's doing here.
Yeah, it is, he's still warming up, I guess. So we get quad crypt, that at least is something. Tech is unfolding as well. In the meantime, Toxi was going for the red spot, got a mana stone for it, and was only investing an Ancient of War and the 2 heroes, so pretty strong in that regard. And continues creeping. Lelu, same as ToD with the Panda second, and that...
Oh, and now we see a creep check here by KraV. So yeah, not too nice of a game for Toxi here. But yeah, maybe... I'm not sure if the other players know, most likely not. But as ToD, I think, wants to go on the elf anyway. We have 2 1v1s, and it's nice because we have a 1v1 where 2 players pretty much boost each other, and we have a 1v1 where both players grab the map. So at least those are gonna be balanced, and that's also very cool.
Exactly. Alright then.
And you can see it's hard to get a second expansion up because every second base is a pretty tough red camp, and still Lelu managed to get to 3 expansions now already. Whereas ToD, we can see on the other side, is just getting his second one grabbed. But on the other hand, very nice hero levels, like the Panda, almost level 4 Paladin on the map. So yeah, also doing fine.
Yeah, Toxi also working on the second expansion, still taking some time, wanted to go for the red, doesn't really work. Counter creep check now with Dryads versus Ghouls, and of course incoming Gargoyles. Misses the connection a little bit with Immolation if he wanted to go for that, but Cannibalize can't move away from there. And we got a sweet Endurance Aura on his side. And man, this hero combo by Lelu, Pitlord, Panda, Tinker.
What? I've never seen that really. Tinker even. Wow.
Yeah, you called for 6 different Night Elf heroes, and man, so far it's 5 out of 6.
Yep. And I mean, if you go Demon Hunter Naga, then yeah, it's pretty obvious that you go Podem, so we would have the 6 out of 6. Just lacking a little bit of gold, and then he could go for it. And yeah, we can see now KraV really here in the worst position, even though he was on Toxi, who of course plays a greedier FFA style. But now 2 expansions versus 1 versus 3 of Lelu, as we already mentioned. And there's an item drop of KraV, cross-map item drop. So yeah, little bit of a redundancy, but doesn't hurt. And Lelu is just confirming the piece. You never know, like some players also go cross-map.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that in the past, especially with players that are less experienced, but that shouldn't be the case. Toxi and ToD will both not allow this, as ToD is getting ready, tier 3 done. We are also getting barrage upgrades, etc. Nobody's really breaking upkeep except KraV, which throws him even further behind. Now that is fixed as well. Thank you for the sub, Alex. Are you casting FML?
No, by the way, and they get caught by Toxi here. I think he should have Ultra Vision, and if he has, then yeah, those are definitely spotted. And that's an expo safe, I would say. And yeah, with 3 Gargs, this is not going to be enough to crack Toxi here. So yeah, I think it's nice. It's like 2 1v1s with a little bit weaker eco and hero levels, and the other 1v1 is gonna be full macro game, human ToD versus Lelu. I mean, I can't wait to see how this is going. Like, dream come true.
Well, we all know how this is gonna end, but sometimes you want to see how the journey unfolds. Sub question was, are you gonna cast Fountain of Mana League? Nope, that is Sparta this time in English, I think. But good luck to all of them. Toxi's still lacking a 3rd hero.
A town is under siege.
Oh, is building a bottom now. That's right. And here's the sapper with golds, but the repair is ready. Ooh, so much wasted gold for KraV.
Yep, and he's on 1 base, keep in mind, so that's not something he can keep up with his economy, such losses.
Yeah, kinda weird. KraV must have clicked on the tree and pulled the ghouls, but Toxi was more than ready to defend this.
Yeah, super solid game by Toxi, honestly, even now getting his 3rd base, even though he constantly has to think about KraV just going with an 80 supply 1v1 push. And yeah, he is doing really, really good. And now we see a gyro scouting that Toxi is rather moving north, and also he sees a burning engine of war. It's not too much of a tell, but yeah, I think overall ToD wants to go on the elf. And look at the hero levels of ToD. That's just perfect. 4, 4, 3. It's very high heroes and it's very nicely balanced. Like level 3 paladin is just so nice. You know it from solo as well. It's just such a nice feeling to have level 3 paladin. It does so much more than the level 1 Holy Light.
Yeah, not only the levels are awesome, but also the
4-3-1. So that's, I'm not sure why exactly. Like, why is ToD doing so much better on the hero levels? But yeah, I guess nice, pretty proud.
Not only the levels are great, also the inventory. We got double staff, double aura, with lots and lots of movement speed. Some consumables as well for the first fight. And KraV only now second base.
I really hope that Lelu is scouting ToD, because ToD is breaking upkeep and Lelu is the only one on 50 supply. So I really wouldn't like if Lelu just dies to ToD's push without even trying to produce. We can see Lelu is still only going for upgrades and 50 supply, and we already see a scan by ToD, so he can pretty much build the perfect army against what he sees, and we can see some tanks and casters is his choice, which is, I think, yeah, perfect.
Lelu is scouting now.
Crow by Lelu.
Yep, exactly. Upgrade there is coming as well. Those won't do too much against tanks, of course.
Okay, he's on 74 supply, so a little bit later, but I would say still defendable. And yeah, ToD is... Oh, KraV is on.
Yeah.
KraV is on. What? Or is he? No, he's just dropping an item. Okay, so this forced ToD back, and that's valuable time for Lelu now.
Yeah.
So it's just KraV wanted to let ToD know that he's on Toxi and not getting 2v1 by ToD, which is of course nice play, but costs time for both ToD and KraV.
Right, we are at 80 now.
Yeah.
With a couple of bears, couple of talents, couple of dryads, but here's the first attack. No mortars though, so it's just tanks casters.
Yep, there are 3 chimeras now popping out, and we have an 80 versus 80 fight, I would say, but the hero levels look not very good for Lelu in comparison, but nice inventory though, very nice inventory.
No
Hurts a lot to use the expansion here already, because that's now 2 versus 3 expansions. So yeah, gonna be a tough defend. He moves back a little bit into a better position, closer to his Moonwells. Cyclone. So yeah, first fight here between those.
Town is under siege.
And yeah, nice army by ToD. 2 for 5 tanks though, very heavy on tanks. And 82 supply, let's go.
Eating a lot of Blizzard. The inner fire is of course sweet. We got the one of the wind, so both sides had access to Cyclone. Bears will eventually win the war.
That's a bad call to put up a healing ward against ToD. As you could see, like 2 seconds afterwards, it's already taken over by the Spellbreakers. And they are now out of mana, so now he could drop another heal ward. But wow, look at this. Lelu is fighting really strong.
100 APM power! Staff last second by ToD to save his third hero, but yeah, he of course still has to defend the tanks that are close to his main base. But this is valuable experience for Lelu.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. ToD has to run back here. Everything is red and the tanks doing nothing in the main base as the chimeras are taking care of them over the Moonwells. Oh, wow.
Perfect position with the Shredder, with the AP, with the Chimeras. Very, very well done. Little bit of a mistake maybe to not go for Nature's Blessing when you see that tanks are coming, but that's the only mistake. In the meantime, we had a little bit of a fight on the left-hand side as well. We have mass air. KraV was killing a couple of hippos, but Toxi is taking an expansion.
Yep, everyone is in high upkeep. But Lelu, that's also
of course
interesting. He doesn't need it, it seems. No, but seriously, this is looking way better than I thought. Like taking a look at the hero levels before the fight, and also Lelu losing his first expansion without anything. And yeah, heal ward, of course, nice to heal, but will be stolen quite soon. Oh, the breakers can't reach. But now the pit lord's exactly where he wants to be, in the middle of the breakers, but also taking a lot of damage, of course.
Plus 29, plus the cleave. That's a lot of pit lord damage on both sides. Gotta get out here. No.
Yeah, now he has mortars and gyros. This seems way better.
Player's forces are
so yeah, but also ToD is on 94 supply, keep in mind, and Lelu only on 74. So ToD has to win this on paper. And yeah, it's just a question whether Lelu is realizing that ToD is in high upkeep and pretty much all in. Speaking of all in, Toxi here, Hippo versus Gargs. We need to see a very good kiting game by KraV here. We have level 3 Dreadlord, so that's very important. Also level 3 Lich. So this is very necessary. Does he have... Yeah, this is looking nice now. Ooh, nice pullback with the Gargs into a Nova against the stacked Hippos, and you shouldn't fight until he's under base, honestly.
Town portal out though with some single target on the DK. We switch the focus to the bottom right hand side where we have a huge fight between ToD and Lelu once again. The gyros are melting quite quickly, but the mortars are also doing an insane job alongside Blizzard.
Introducing, yeah, nice army mix here by Lelu as well. This is so much damage by the pit lord, who's now level 5. Wow, look at this.
90% AoE damage now. If we can somehow deal with these mortars, both are TPing out pretty much at the same time. Dust settles in the north as well.
That's exactly what I meant. Like, if you don't rush Lelu, okay, yeah, if ToD rushes Lelu, ToD wins, no surprise. But if we have an even fight on 80 to 100 supply, then Lelu is definitely able to keep up, and it's nice that we can see finally a showcase of this in a real game.
A player's forces are under attack.
No chance for KraV to keep this expo up, so he's still down to 2, but same on the other side, where KraV is now, thanks to heroes and Gargs taking care of that tree that he wanted to blow up earlier, both on 1 extra base. On the flip side, ToD is the only player still on 3 bases.
Yep, as he consistently gets rid of Lelu's 3rd expansion. Hero level-wise, Lelu is catching up though, and the level 3 Tinker would be amazing. Like this double AoE against everything, against the gyros especially, and then the AoE of the Pit Lord against the ground. This is just such a nice combination here. Such a nice synergy against everything a human can build pretty much. Now he's also able to get to the shop. We should also point this out. Interesting shop position on this map. You have to go into the center, so map control definitely equals shop control. Which is very important, of course, for pretty much all the races. So yeah, next fight, the level 5 Pit Lord here with the level 3 Cleave. Let's see what he can do. Gyros now getting targeted by the breath and rockets, and the Spellbreaker are stacked up. Wow, they are clumped up against the Pit Lord. That's not the good position.
How do you save the Pit Lord though?
No invul on the Pit Lord, which means that he has to pull back, which is not what he wants to do. Like 2-3 more hits and all these breakers would have been dead, but now it's a great fight for ToD, who is again on, or was on 100 supply, and 5-5-4 heroes now, and that's of course a big advantage now.
Okay, in the meantime, Toxi took care of a lot of units by KraV in the fight on the left-hand side. ToD doesn't stop. That expo has to be cancelled, and it will be. Gyros are all hurting. Panda is level 5 and has a ton of mana. Very, very hard to decide who has the better army here. ToD, of course, 20 food ahead.
Yeah. That's good damage against the gyros. But of course the Panda with the drunken haze is very, very strong. Now we have a cyclone on the Archmage, which is very nice. He does the blizzard. Tinker close to dying, but he has an invul. And the Pit Lord again, where he wants to be in the back line. But of course didn't have the chance to go to a shop to get an invul. But yeah, no hero nuke, as there is no Mountain King. So Lelu can be very late on the TP, but 51 supply now against 84. Yeah, I think Lelu just didn't push into high upkeep too much. Like, I think he expected more like an 80 versus 80 fights against ToD. But ToD, pretty much every fight he is in high upkeep. And yeah, of course, losing that 3rd base over and over again doesn't help Lelu as well. So yeah, let's see what he can do now. There is no mana in the Moonwatch pretty much, and income very low as well.
War of Attrition goes to ToD, wave after wave. At the end, Lelu can't handle this anymore and needs a little bit of a magic trick now to get out of that spot. Still 3 bases for ToD, only 2 bases for Lelu. On the left-hand side, we got a little bit of a split bear harass being taken care of by a lot of ghouls, while hippos are charging once again, trying to get these Gargs out of the game. Feels like this game is a little bit down to the Pit Lord, but it's not only breakers anymore. Against knights, the Pit Lord not as great. And yeah, these gyros are still reigning supreme in the air, because the Panda can't really connect too well.
Exactly. And now finally I had a breath. And another set of rockets will finally take care of these gyros. So now the Chimeras are uncontested, which means ToD has to TP out. So is there any more losses? Not really. 89 supply still. Of course, if you're in high upkeep all the time, then you never have a bank pretty much, and that's what we're seeing, even though with 3 expansions. Speaking about expansions, Lelu, of course, only on 1 expansion, also not very good for your income, and I don't think that ToD's gonna stop. Top left, we have now a switch to Necro Dragons. Interesting.
Ooh, and the nuke on the demon!
Whoa.
Stepped
Whoa.
out with 9 HP. That was incredibly close. Stepping back in here, and no wisp though.
Yeah, very
against these
smart
wagons.
transition here by KraV. Like, that's definitely a better choice against no AoE Night Elf heroes. And also no chimeras, so yeah, very nice transition here by KraV. And we can also see at the hero levels 5, 4, 4 for KraV. A little bit better than Toxi. And yeah, ToD is not gonna stop, so Lelu not really able to get up another expansion. And Lelu always has to decide where to go, like he has to go so far out on the map to get to a shop, to get some hero scrolls or invuls. And now he tries to get rid of an expansion of ToD, but not really happening here. 83 supplies still for ToD against 76, so it's a bit of a better fight. We will see the Tinker here with the rockets, but nice micro here by ToD, just in time, moving back with the gyros. Very stressful, of course, to micro. Gyros against heavy AoE. Tinker though in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think the Pit Lord is getting...
with the slow trap. Scroll of Healing is being bought, but might not be enough. And Pit Lord in a terrible position here, blocked by everything, so he can't connect to the breakers. And yeah, stay with one climber for ToD, and also the air fight with the Drunken Haze, Blizzard plus gyros. Looking good, but now the breakers. Okay, finally Pit Lord connects. Finally Pit Lord is there where he wants to be. And suddenly all the breakers are down. Look at this. 6 breakers, I think, dead. 7, 8 breakers dead. And ToD plummeting to 57 supply, but Lelu also 30 supply. Wow.
Mouse problem.
What a bloody engagement here. 27 versus 56 in the end.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Like, the Pit Lord wasn't that impactful yet. Prior to the moment we mentioned it, he finally fixed the position, and then you see 90% area of effect damage with the Pit Lord with like plus 30, and then breakers just disappear. And now we got Doom. It's not gonna make things easier, as that is not an insta kill, but a guaranteed kill. Panda is getting closer to 6 as well. ToD got mass teleport and Earthstorm and Fire now, so 2 amazing setups as well. And KraV fixed the trouble, and we got a new sub by Rulphus. Thank you for the tier 2.
Oof.
Ooh. All right. Sick fights. Lelu down to 27 food.
Yep.
That's all he
Left-hand
got.
side though, we still don't have AoE against Necromancers. Not even a wisp detonate. So that's gonna be hard. He has to go fully on the single target hero focus, which he's doing now. Dreadlord though with an invul, and yeah, skeletons everywhere.
And Night Elf Hero's about to disappear, catching another coil. And oh, if only there would be a carrion swarm, but there isn't. Good thing about Necro Wagons, of course, the siege potential is amazing as long as you are not attacking your own wagons. But okay, still gets the kill here. We had fairy dragons in the mix, but obviously not good enough.
Interesting, yeah, they were quite underwhelming. Interesting, yeah, token bear split here. Very smart, of course. For the reaction
is KraV's last income.
Are under attack.
Oh, oh yeah, that's really bitter. So there is now long distance mining for ToDs at Lelu's third expansion. That's some nice XP for the heroes here. Still quite a bit to go to level 5 for the Tinker. But yeah, those 3 heroes are definitely nice. Without Mountain King, they can do a lot against those human units.
Yeah, they might be falling to the slow trap, but there's Dryads against it, so the important units should be able to catch up, especially thanks to rockets. Always a little bit of a mini stun. We haven't jumped for though.
And keep in mind, it's 50 supply for Lelu against 73 of ToD, so Lelu is pretty much does only need to stall some time here for his income, and you can already see in the bank account, 2k for Lelu, 300 for ToD. Even though Lelu is so far behind on mined gold this entire game. But yeah, now he has to pull back. Pretty much no losses, but still, tanks are rolling towards his expansion.
Lots of fights in the north going on. Fairy Dragon is way more impactful now. Demon Hunter again back. But Scourge with all the skeletons marching forward, and Toxi can't really get a foot on the ground in these fights.
Yeah, and he's really reluctant to build some gym roosts, which might be the best counter, even though there's cripple. But yeah, he needs something against those Necromancers. Now there's Rejuve. So getting back some health. Gyro's of course dying very quickly here. So much AoE, and of course the biggest AoE is the passive of the Dreadlord. He didn't find the mana though to go for how's it called? Doom? But says so much damage here on the Dreadlord. And there's no level 6 paladin, so a lot of losses for ToD again. Fighting here with a big supply advantage, but yeah, those heroes are really strong now by Lelu.
Toxi had to TP out on the other side of the fight. Pitlord, super close, going for the town portal. That will certainly hurt. This time the tanks, way more impactful.
He needs to heal the Pitlord. He needs to heal the Pitlord.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, finally does. And now tanks are in his main base, so this is always a very scary moment. Especially if there is no air, because if there's one air unit, the tanks will just automatically attack them, and you need to carefully micro them. And yeah, now there's no real counter against the tanks, except for the heroes. But they are getting low on mana as well. And there's still army behind of ToD, and ToD now nicely expanding in the back.
And he is owning the entire right-hand side. Toxi is desperately trying to get another expansion up on the left-hand side, but KraV is not allowing this. Re-established his own mining there with still 10k left on the 11 o'clock position. But ToD, he's not stopping this push.
Yep. Lelu is getting somewhat of a bank, and now the first Doom, which is countered by a staff, but as you can see, Doom does more damage than the staff is healing, so there is a Doom Guard in the main base, not really where Lelu wants it to be, but at least kills a unit. And now 2k versus 500 gold, 50 versus 66 supply, so on paper it doesn't look too bad for Lelu, but there is just no income behind.
Yeah. And ToD is still on 2 bases, while we once again look onto the left-hand side where KraV is pushing for, I don't know, man. It's a relentless tug-of-war between the two Frenchies here in the west. Toxi takes out an expansion of KraV, KraV takes out an expansion of Toxi, rinse and repeat.
Yep. Yeah, that's mostly the worst scenario in an FFA in your 1v1 if you're just trading expansions, because then you don't get XP and just lose your bank. So yeah, not the best, but we can see at KraV's hero levels, they are getting significantly, and now still a bit of a way for the Infernal, which is of course the end goal. But compared to Toxi, definitely doing better on the hero levels.
Everybody's quite broke except Lelu, that is, who also has
everyone lost all his expansions except for ToD, who is on 3 mining bases still, so that's pretty sick. So yeah, very nice of a day here, so much action on all sides, no peace in here, everyone just fights for his life. And wow, the mortars here are doing a lot of splash damage, but also the Dreadlord here now in the back, combined with the breath and the rockets, entire back line eliminated. But soon level 6 paladin, keep in mind, one more bear or two, and yeah, there we go, level 6 paladin, but he uses the Holy Light, has a mana potion though, very nice, so back to life with the units, nice step out by Lelu. He is fighting really well here, but it looks like there is just too much income advantage now for ToD. Can't really get up an additional base, Lelu, so this might just be it for him here.
Yeah, looks like nobody really has time to save him. Nobody really wants to save him, because obviously he's Lelu. And ToD is simply owning now after
we
being
see Toxi here with an owl straight where he needs to be, and wow, he's moving towards this. That's a really odd move, like saving someone in a 4-way, especially if it's Lelu. That's pretty wild. But maybe he just thinks that, yeah, I guess he assumes that KraV is not going to be able to piece well enough or to be a lot of help against ToD. So yeah, I guess it can make sense in this case, because ToD is just so far ahead if Lelu would be out that they might not even be able to 2 versus 1 him. And also this is some easy XP, of course, every time you do something like this. But of course, little does he know that ToD is actually quite broke himself, and now suddenly 2 more bases expired for ToD. So as we said in the beginning, only 12.5k gold in each of the mines. Yeah, and we can see the effect of that now very nicely. And ToD on 700 gold, 1 mining base.
Players' forces are under
Alrighty,
attack.
KraV has to lick his wounds. Is not in fighting shape at the moment. Joined forces by the 2 Night Elves. Uniting
Yeah, very
themselves.
low gold game here. Wow. Only Lelu here being the richest on 4 digits. But still 3 bases. Where there's no mine, 4 bases even. Okay, now Lelu is getting one with 700 gold in it. So that's ToD also without income. That's really, really interesting. And KraV having pretty much the jackpot here with his 9.5k gold mine. And I think this one is also still untouched, so this should also be 12.5k for the late game.
Under siege.
Toxi's done enough. That situation on the right hand
Nope,
side.
it's not done enough, but there's a STP in Toxi's base, minus tier 3. Immediate TP back. I'm not sure if that's a little bit too conservative by ToD. Maybe he could have done a little bit more. But yeah, taking out the tier 3 is of course already nice. And this means the Toxi is on no main? Oh no, there's one. Bottom left. But KraV is blocking it with the shade. Because it's not going to be able to root. But yeah, there's an owl, so this should be solved pretty quickly as well. Lelu is now scouting. Okay, Toxi TP'd, so why is that? And yeah, can only be either KraV or ToD with a mass TP. So yeah, he's scouting it, sees what's going on, and ToD is now back on the aggression. And yeah, very small bases here, all the way.
The town is under siege.
Oh.
So Toxi is now dropping an item on KraV's base, so KraV, a single piece to KraV, and if KraV agrees to it, this could turn into a 1 versus 3 here pretty quickly, and that's not the funniest situation to play. And yeah, KraV drops an item to Toxi, so there's pretty much everyone in peace except for ToD, and ToD is already on the aggressive side again, so it's not gonna be an easy win here for ToD. Such a low gold game here.
Takes care about another expansion. This could of course be a dream scenario for KraV if he can mine now. The what was it, 8k that's in the 1 gold mine. There's another one, as you mentioned. This could be 15k if they leave him alone.
Yep. Yeah, KraV is also in a decent position, I have to say, with hero levels. Second best one. No. Hero is still a little bit better.
Yeah, do we have another tree somewhere by Lelu? Because his
look at
main
the
base
tree
is
here.
gone.
It's and all Acronites are dead. So no peace between ToD and KraV, which is also interesting. But yeah, it's still a 4-way. So for Lelu, it's about to survive, and he thinks that KraV lost the 1v1 against Toxi, as he scouted that the top mine is still untouched, which means that KraV was definitely not dominating against Toxi. So yeah, Lelu wants to get rid of KraV so that he survives into the freeway and can from there go into the balancing game. So yeah, very smart move. and it's also nice for the game, so that ToD is not just gonna get 3 versus 1 and maybe losing motivation. But yeah, Lelu definitely has a friend here in Toxi, hiding in his base, nicely with the Moonwell here, so that it's gonna be tougher for ToD to find. Yeah, Lelu only has to be careful that he still is aware that him and Toxi are strong enough to beat ToD. So yeah, it's the risk of his play here. But KraV, not too interested here to go on to defend his main. I think he was scouting for Lelu here, but saw that there is nothing left of Lelu. So now we can also see that he's not touching the tunnel of ToD. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like KraV he knows stuff, and he has experience in FFA, and he does things that make a lot of sense and others that doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, more of a freestyle, but definitely, yeah, not a game ruin at all.
Toxi still mining, like 2k. He is currently the only one. This expansion by ToD will still last need a long time. Thank you, Sexy Seahorse, for the 28-month and Kilgrim for the 4-month. Much appreciated, boys.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, and Lelu was here scouting with a bear. Like, you always have to think we have the full observer vision, but Lelu doesn't see anything. Like, he could make a total mistake by going on KraV here when ToD is just crushing them on the other side. So he also has to be careful as well. And wanted to expand top left, which did not work out. Now KraV getting top left, and Lelu on 470 gold without a base. There's still this middle top 12 o'clock gold mine that he would like to get. And maybe that's the one that Lelu should go for, even though it might be very contested.
There is a Zeppelin in close proximity, but ToD, alright, he took out Lelu, and now next on the line is another Night Elf. Blizzard against 5 Moonwells is very, very impactful. Now, of course, they gotta decide if they want to engage here or not.
Alright, so ToD is deciding to defend his expansion against Lelu instead of fighting Toxi here. So, also questionable choice. I'm not saying that it's bad, maybe it's the best, but just saying, like, ToD could have finished everything of Toxi here. But then, of course, giving up his last mining base that he definitely needs desperately.
Toxi doesn't... Oh, nice reveal. Doesn't have a single ultimate yet. And a mass teleport on top of stuff.
Right, and that's the Demon Hunter trapped here, but should be a stab, of course. Yeah, but still not nice to fight here. But Lelu is now here, and yeah, definitely sees what's going on. He now has to evacuate here. This is not a fight he should take. Like, out of all the fights he takes and avoids, this is, I think, not one he should take. There are way better possibilities and options if you have an STP than taking a straight up fight 1 versus 2 against players that can't communicate and have limited vision. Please, Lelu. But yeah, turned out to work better than I expected, but still, it's the worst fight that you can take, and now, yeah, he's starting to fall apart. Yeah, that was not necessary. And now the pitlord in perfect position, and that's always the key, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And there's no resurrection ready because he has no mana anymore. So of course in his head he thinks like, okay, it doesn't matter if I lose 6 units because I can resurrect anyway, but then you don't have mana and suddenly you lose these 6 units that you can't afford with your bank.
A player's forces are
So yeah, there's not going to be an easy win here for ToD. Rather a very, very difficult one.
KraV is back mining. KraV is back mining, Toxi is back mining, even though it's just a little bit. Here's the resurrect, so he gets everything back. But on the cost of an expansion, Lelu's taking care of that. Got a base in the bottom left. I don't know where his Zeppelin ended up. Oh, he made it all the way to the south again. As there are 2 gold mines, maybe a chance.
A player's force.
Yep, I mean the corner expansion, the corner base is like 300 gold, I guess. But 170. And yeah, that's what I say. Like, if you have Mass TP, you can always take a 1 versus 1 fight. You never have to take a 2 versus 1 fight if it's not in your main base. So yeah, this would have been way better before already, but I assume that he used the resurrection now, as he came back in time. This Moonwell, of course, is nice now for Lelu, because it's also revealing when ToD is attacking Toxi, so Lelu is able to help. But he needs to be quick, and maybe he doesn't see it just yet. Not sure about the building vision. I don't think buildings have ultra vision. But yeah, now definitely he should see that ToD is in Toxi's main. But maybe he's not caring too much yet. Maybe he thinks it's fine if Toxi is losing the space. But we'll see, we'll see.
No interception at all, and of course without ultimates and only a level 3 bottom, it is very, very hard to fight against that 1 versus 1, even though there was a little bit of moon juice.
Oh, watch.
Oh.
Oh, and now the base gets also raised. I think Lelu didn't want to help Toxi out, because then ToD might shift back his aggression towards this expansion of Lelu. So he wanted to get up a base. But of course there's also KraV still in the game, and Lelu killed bases of KraV before, so KraV doesn't really like that. And yeah, the outcome you can see here, and against undead heroes, this is terrible. This Dreadlord Panda Tinker is not doing anything. Only good against armies, really. And yeah, that's bad news for Lelu. Maybe he can try again now to get up this mine, and still no one dares to take the 12 o'clock.
Dreadlord got a TP away that is now very, very close to also ToD and Toxi, but no healing, of course, as all the Moonwells are gone. Very tough situation.
Yeah, ToD really loves to see that. Oh, the tree was there. Okay, he doesn't get punished for it. Of course, Toxi has no interest killing Lelu's hero. But ToD should also know now that Lelu's tree is here. So he definitely should look out for that. And then Lelu is on 1 building if this tree is falling. And also Toxi is only on 3 buildings at the moment. And KraV just chilling.
Town is
yeah, why not? He's still mining for 7k, roaming around.
But also he's not doing nothing. He has a shade on ToD's army, so that's very good. So he definitely knows what's going on and can pick his decision from there. Definitely he wants more gold. So yeah, that's why he's just not doing too much. But now they are uniting. Okay, KraV is lining up with Toxi, and yeah, that's exactly how you should do it as ToD. Yes, it's only 6 heroes, but they will kill a lot of your casters always, and you will not be able to kill anything. So yeah, whenever there are 2 players aligned, just get out and take a better fight once Mass TP is ready in a better location, like a main base or an expansion.
Lelu building another tree, bottom right hand side, very small. Oh, it's not even that small of a gold mine. 7k still in, but was immediately scouted. So this 1 tree at the bottom left is exposed, and the right hand side is also scouted and can be punished immediately. ToD's also out of gold though, and he's only at 18. Won't be able to rebuild much. Is
18, yeah, that's
already selling items.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this can bite him in the late game. Like, never really preserving a bank. But of course, I mean, maybe he thought that he could win it from here without going into the base race by just making a better army. And KraV still being annoying here and kills another base of Lelu, and KraV finally touches the 12 o'clock, and we will see the first gold coins getting taken out of there.
A player's forces are under attack.
ToD also doesn't have the biggest army anymore. Of course, he has great sustain. But yeah, if you let KraV mine, that's a problem for everyone. Like, 17k and nobody really cares about it.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? But Lelu does, as KraV is on Lelu, Lelu is on KraV. I wonder though, shouldn't Lelu maybe try to piece KraV? Because KraV is the only one that takes out Lelu's bases consistently.
Maybe he feels that KraV isn't reasonable and can't be trusted.
And we can also see Lelu is keeping his heroes here on the left separately. So he says that the Pitlord and the Tinker, he can't really afford to lose any of them. So rather use the Panda. The Panda is really likely to get away every time by using his ultimate. So yeah, that's the safer play. Also looks a little bit weaker, but he's already weak enough, so that's not the main intention here of this play.
Speaking of ultimates, big problem. Tinker doesn't have an ultimate yet. Also, Dreadlord doesn't have an ultimate yet. And ToD is on to Toxi again.
Yep, speaking of ultimates, that's also a very nice one. Master P. And yeah, level 6 Dreadlord, as I said it in the start of the game, it's always the biggest difference. With the Infernal, it's just such a fast unit, hard to kill, always makes damage.
Oh, Lelu piecing ToD?
A town is under siege.
Lelu piecing ToD, yeah, maybe because he just wants to get up this expansion and he knows that ToD will permanently be scouting it. So Lelu can't really affect the game too much at the moment anyway, I guess. So there's reason for that. We can see
A player's forces are under attack.
okay, yeah, Toxi.
ToD piecing KraV, not sure if accepted or not.
We see 65 versus 68, ToD versus KraV. So yeah, KraV managed to get up a decent army, and KraV, I'm not sure what he's doing. Like, it looks like as if he is moving with ToD, and yeah, he is sleeping the DH. Is it a misreads? What?
Yeah, ToD was just piecing.
Does he want to force a freeway? But now that Lelu is again on KraV here, taking out his entire economy, I think KraV has no more intention of getting rid of Toxi. Interesting dynamic here, really, really weird here.
Panda scouts that there's a huge army by KraV in the north. Can't really do anything here. Coil, Nova, split, and we're moving away. After a lot of damage.
And we're a little bit greedy here, still trying to inflict some damage on KraV. But yeah, losing the pandas here is nice XP for the Dreadlord.
True.
Is there a shade? No shade though, so it's not going to be able to kill this panda.
And Toxi losing
and
one tree.
Toxi is losing one more.
Is under siege.
Wow. Super long four-way going on for an hour now. Not too normal in FFA. Everybody still has a shot. ToD pretty broke. No access to any gold anymore. KraV 2 mines, but constantly interfered with. Not the greatest levels, even though he's getting close. And yeah, Toxi seems to be on the receiving end for quite some time now.
Yep, because now the knight moves in, and ToD wasn't really aware of it, but I mean, he takes it. He happily takes it, and that's...
Wait, is that the last building? No. Yes, at the moment it is. Oh, Toxi is attacking Lelu's Moonwell. That is the last building then. Will he notice?
Yeah, I think it's accidentally.
Yeah.
Lelu to get into the freeway, and then KraV is helping Toxi. I'm not sure exactly.
But Lelu's not responding either. Okay, there's another building bottom
Players'
right.
forces are under
Lelu
attack.
safe.
Nope, the second last. Okay, there's still the heroes. Okay, so this Moonwell is surviving. But yeah, ToD is a pretty relaxed game. I mean, he's on his 18 gold. So that's really, really scary. But given that he's the strongest here, he's not facing too much teaming. It looked like it, but then changed as Lelu was attacking KraV, and KraV was a little bit helping against Toxi, and
A town is under
now we are in this position where ToD is piecing KraV, not taking out this necropolis. Oh, and he saw the tree here. That's the last tree, I think, is it?
Yep.
So there's only one Moonwell left. Okay, he has some gold. But yeah, these are expensive losses now. Buys some time for Lelu here to get up his tree.
Well, it's relatively obvious. ToD is scouting for it. KraV is scouting for it. And what's even left for Toxi? Nothing! He's out! We finally have a three-way. The Trunks hero combo didn't work
There's an
out.
Impulse Knight. Wow, this can turn into a 1-1 pretty quickly. Because Lelu doesn't have a building. This wisp. Wow, so close. He wasn't allowed to cancel the tree because he needed the time to drop the wisp out of the Zeppelin and build something. And wow, this could have been a double kill here. So close.
But what's Lelu gonna do? Okay, once the Moonwell is up and he gets the tree back, then maybe he can get more wisps. But man, this is rough. And KraV is still pretty rich, going back to 80 now. I think the peaceful times of ToD and KraV are soon to be over.
Yep. And KraV is already going for some hidden necropolis. I think that this is the right idea or right intention, but it's too early because there is now so much time for everyone to scout them that by the time where it comes to the base race, these buildings are just HP and not anything like that has to be scouted or buys time. But yeah, at least he is not gonna be supply blocked and can build some workers every time. And he is mining from two bases. No one is caring about KraV. That's the nice thing. Because let's say Lelu is out now, then we have a 1v1 between ToD and KraV on 84 supply. I mean, doesn't make sense to break into higher upkeep, honestly. Oh, but he needs lumber, so maybe... Okay, no.
He's getting
goes
ghouls.
into 88. I don't think that's good with two mining bases. And Lelu continuously attacking KraV here. That's
I think he
dangerous
just
because-
wants the acolytes for XP to get a Tinker finally.
A player's
But he's
forces
still
are
so
under
far away from 6.
And we see ToD still not touching KraV. I think that's super smart by him. It's so super bad news for Lelu because now ToD only needs to find these buildings. We can see Lelu already with the Tinker on 0 items and also the Dreadlord 4 items, Panda 4 items, and those are the super essential items for a Night Elf to do anything or to have a win condition still left. And I'm pretty sure that if there are only like 2 or 3 gold mines left on the map, those will be high priority to scout for ToD as well. And therefore I don't see this tree coming up, or any tree coming up. Here we see Lelu trying to piece, but as ToD is piecing KraV already, maybe he's not gonna go for it.
Oh, here we go! Peace is over!
Okay, that is maybe just again a little bit too impatient of ToD. I think he could have get rid of Lelu as KraV was not on him. Because now if Lelu scouts it, then Lelu will be on ToD and then suddenly ToD can't win it against KraV. And does it look good though? It's quite an even fight.
Was sick damage by ToD here everywhere. The hero AoE is going strong in the back.
There is still resurrection. So.
Panda ultimate as well. Archmage in trouble. Coil Nova TP out without resurrection just yet. There we go. Gets it all out. KraV is alive. In the
But
meantime,
scouted it now, so I just think that's again, a little bit too impatient by ToD here. Maybe he was also scared that KraV is just gonna be too strong and he needs Lelu to win KraV. That's of course a fair reasoning. But if it's just impatience, then yeah, it would be sad if ToD loses it like this, because now Lelu is getting exactly what he wants. Time for his last ditch effort to get in some mining again. And yeah, it almost looks like Lelu will be again able to survive.
No surprise here for anybody who really knows FFA.
A player
This will be like 6k or what's in the gold mine. Yep, and Lelu 6k in the late game is scary. KraV is
just
losing.
imagine he gets to level 6 Tinker eventually. I mean, maybe he will never do, but I mean, then that's so tough to fight.
KraV is losing all income. One base expired, the other was kicked.
So Lelu is not just gonna go blindly and breath on anyone. He just doesn't want to someone to win right now. Like if someone wins right here, right now, and anyone leaves, then Lelu just lost. So Lelu needs to be needs to take care that those fights are super balanced. No one loses too far. So at the moment he's just going attacking some skeletons, so he gets level 7, which he does now. So yeah, hard to judge also for Lelu. Oh, level 6 Dreadlord, that's super nice. And Lelu is helping ToD. So seems like it was a nice choice by ToD to not finish Lelu, as this help might be exactly what he needs in order to be able to...
Oh, stop!
And drop! Super nice, super nice. ToD wasn't expecting that, and now on 18 gold. He has to be super careful. Selling a lot of items now is painful, and I don't want to say too much, but this is looking not too bad for Lelu here.
Yeah, it's the
Everyone
perfect
is
way.
losing everything.
It's the perfect outcome for Lelu. Tanks are falling. Worms are also very, very close to dying. ToD, of course, wants to do as much damage as possible. At least stuff is surviving here. Panda on the right-hand side still being slowed. Oh my god, it's happening again.
No, not yet. Like, KraV is on 72 supply with 766 heroes, and ToD is on 19. So this is looking very, very good for KraV.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, I just wanted to point out the state of the game is good, interesting.
Jesus. I tell you, it's happening again. Okay. Where are we at? KraV came into this as pretty much the big underdog, and now in a dominant position. ToD losing this Archmage was horrible, of course.
Yep,
Inferno.
and there's an Inferno now on the altar, and this is doing nice damage. And yeah, in this stage of the game, the Inferno is so tough to deal with because you never have armies really, and then it's magic immune, so your heroes don't really help against it. And it looks like KraV is trying to go for the throat, and Lelu is not in position. He's not scouting. He's, I guess, blindly going onto the expansion, so that's fine. But
Town is under siege.
if ToD is losing his altar here, might be bad for him, but of course he can do some nice damage here with breath and holy light, but without mana it's gonna be rough. And yeah, he has to sell more and more now. Altar dying, so Archmage is delayed. Needs to invest gold into a peasant. Peasant needs to build an altar. Altar needs to build the Archmage. So always the question whether you shouldn't just go for Tavern revive instead. And yeah, sometimes you won't be able at all to get back your heroes. And we can see now KraV moving back. Maybe there will be a Doom. Yep, there should be a... No, nice sleep here. So
I think Doom is on cooldown if the Doom guard is up.
Ah, true. Yep, so now it should be off cooldown, but...
What?
What? Oh.
Where did that happen? Okay, that I missed.
Yeah, I think the Panda ultimate was on cooldown as well. And that's an important hero to lose. Lelu is on 1k gold, so okay, he can do Lelu things. There's an altar coming up for Lelu, there's an altar coming up for ToD. So KraV is on a timer, but he's not really playing as if he is. He's chilling a bit.
Yep. Probably trying to get the expo back up wouldn't be a big surprise to me. Thank you, Rox, for the sub. And yeah, both are recovering a little bit. Lelu is soon to be back on 2 bases, but KraV scouts it. Might just be a possibility to move cross map.
Yeah, and Lelu's heroes are really bad against undead heroes. So Tinker level 6 would be amazing. Showcasing the cleave damage here. Look at the demon hunter damage, so sick. Oh yeah, alright, there is a Doomguard taking care of the Necropolis. And ToD needs to pretty much unite with Lelu. But it's rough here. There's no mass TP. But okay, the Panda ultimate is nice. Should be able to save the Panda. But can't really get to Lelu. Oh, there's the Doomguard here, the Infernal rather. And the Tinker. Really, really low. And yeah, the Infernal doing so much damage. Just such a nice tool in the late game.
Hitler has to deal with it now.
Painful again. Yeah, he definitely would like to get the XP of the Infernal, but fails to block it. No boots on the Tinker. Infernal very fast, of course. And now KraV is switching targets, it seems. Definitely doesn't want to allow Lelu to mine. So yeah, this buys time for the Archmage, and Archmage is back now finally. But look at the Paladin's inventory.
It's
not
empty.
Where you want to be.
Except, okay, there's a staff, I think. The advanced overlay once again giving us conflicting information.
True. And yeah, there's always a shade on ToD. Of course, even 100 gold for a gyro is a lot to ask for. But
Infernal is back. Infernal is back. Repair not in time is all.
Targets. Stop.
Boy, this is so close.
Oh no.
That wisp position needs to repair again. He can't. He's not. No way. No way. Oh my god.
So nice. Still only 5.5, the Tinker, 5. Yeah, I guess 5.5.
A player's forces are under
that's not where he wants to be. Like level 6 Tinker would be super nice, because then suddenly there is no sleep and no Nova and no coil.
That's a game changer. Like level 6 Tinker is an absolute game changer.
Yeah, and it's such a building destroyer. Like 100 buildings just die against it, and you can be permanently on them and stab in and out. So yeah, that's definitely his goal, but he needs more kills, and honestly way more kills.
Yeah, 260 XP is not easy at all.
And a pretty scary army. It's 68 supply, but it's also quite vulnerable. Like these Necros, Holy Lights, KraV, they are easily dead.
Oh, we're fighting. We got lots of frenzy here. DK?
Also the DK, also a pretty vulnerable target.
Yep, against the Holy Light for sure. Panda, split. Ooh, Holy Light.
Wow, another Holy Light, so close to dying. Imagine the DK falling here. Imagine Holy Light.
Oh my god, how did that happen? He had a TP.
Whip can take this fight. But he can kill the hero and Lelu at the same time. Attacking the bases.
Yep.
Wow.
That base is gone. Lelu's mining. Almost 3k gold.
Yeah, stressful situation still for ToD here. He's losing a breaker here. I think another unit there. So also a bit expensive, but 56 supply for KraV. Keep in mind that the most important units are the Frostworms, but there is Doom. And yeah, Doom is just -1 Frostworm.
Yep.
So against Lelu, he needs to use only the heroes. Against ToD, he needs to use the worms. But he needs a DK first.
That's
again.
right. Coming back. That's of course incredibly expensive. Backup plans for Lelu are shaping up. Moonwell, Alta, he's even teching again.
Wow, and look at the bank of Lelu. Look at the bank of Lelu.
Yeah.
And he is getting the 7.7k here, I think.
It's happening.
Oh, and then will the Infernal visit?
Has to.
Will the Infernal see it?
Ooh.
Such a nice deceptive position. Okay, now ToD and Lelu are uniting. That's
Infernal
good news for Lelu.
Did
for
see it
sure.
eventually. If Lelu can team with ToD to a degree that he gets level 6 Tinker, it's his game.
I'm not even sure at this point if he needs level 6 Tinker, but the tree is finally scouted and under attack, but there is no DK here yet. So if the altar falls, then there's just
Oh, against Blizzard, Breath of Fire, Rockets, everything. Yeah, this altar is toast. No chance.
Yep.
Nuke against
And
very easy
worms.
now.
There is Doom. Yeah, he has to use the worms. But now there's Doom, I think. Could be off cooldown. Yep, there we go. Such a sad story.
Oh my god. Worm down, lots of skeletons provide XP, of course. Lots about last hits. Lelu's losing the tree bottom right, but he's getting the worms.
Yeah,
All
and
that.
I think ToD is too confident. I think ToD is too confident that he can win against Lelu here.
No
I mean, how can you blame him? How can you blame him? It's only...
Oh, Tinker! Almost dying.
Close.
How to get out now? Needs the TP. Gets out.
Wow. And the Infernal here? Yeah, the tree is dead. Not TPing to this tree. Wow, Lelu tech to tier 2, so okay. He's planning to build an army, I guess, or at least
Maybe
giving
just
him
for potions?
the option.
Was
And
he
yeah.
missing a staff, maybe? He sold a staff on the Tinker, I believe.
Yeah, and KraV is also super low on gold now. And ToD has to be careful. He shouldn't go too hard on KraV.
A player's forces are under.
Paladin, nuking again. Getting nuked. DK is still not back, mind you.
Yep. And he's far from getting back. Like, he still needs to sell items.
Yep. Cripple being thrown back. Whoops.
So Lelu 3.6k gold. That's of course now an interesting number to think about. Like, is it a good number to get maybe some dryads? Or does he just want to keep the bank to survive and target the base race? Ooh, take a look at the Tinker XP. Oh shit.
Yep, it's happening. But he's not part of this fight here. Fire Panda being taken care of easily. Nuke once more. Of course, Coil is missing left, right, and center still. He's fighting the Panda ult. Not sure if that's working out. Wait. Archmage! Oh, invul potion save. What a game. Lelu is coming from the right-hand side.
Oh yeah. Keep in
Block.
mind. ToD's
Cripple! Infernal block! Carry swarm! 6 staff! Oh my god!
wow, and now there is so much on the menu for Lelu if he gets in here.
Yeah.
But he is also
Cripple again. Panda's dead. Panda's dead. Level 8.
not allowed to happen.
Uh-oh. There's no...
Keep in mind, ToD's main goal this game was to not let Lelu win.
Yep.
It's yeah, and as I said, you can't blame him. Like it's not like people let Lelu win. It's just they are trying to win, and
Oh my god.
still Lelu wins. That's the sad thing.
Holy Light gets the
And then-
kill. Okay, so a little bit of revenge. But yeah, that is a troublesome situation. ToD 19 food, 3 gold. KraV 14 food, 190 gold. Lelu 2500 gold, and he has the most supply in the game.
I mean, at this point, shouldn't they just peace? Isn't there? Oh.
The Dreadlord. You underestimate the French stubbornness, my friend. It's not happening.
Oh, there's another cripple still. Oh, the paladin might just fall.
Mass Telly.
Oh, that's a safe then. Oh, that's a safe. And yeah, I mean, ToD needs to think now. Like, do I really want to kill KraV?
Yep.
Is this how I win the game?
They didn't see Lelu in a long time, right?
A player's
Oh,
forces are under
there was
attack.
just a potion bought, but that's also so expensive. He doesn't have the money to buy potions. He needs to get heroes back, and now he has to spend his gold for another heal potion.
And of course, there will be another Holy Light in no time. Boop.
Oh, but he's not asleep in test.
No way! Oh my god, just wakes up in time, but here comes Lelu. Who's he gonna attack now? Goes for the Dreadlord, doesn't really connect. Here come the rockets, miss!
Yeah, if he gets the Dreadlord, then it's level 6 Tinker.
Yeah, but then it's over. Rockets gets him!
And KraV
KraV leaves the game!
He left the game, so I think it didn't get XP.
Oh my god, true! Oh, that's so horrible.
The animation was there, but yeah. But still, I mean, what is in 138? Okay, he gets back the Panda, but I think now he realizes, oh shit, there's another player in the game, and the player is Lelu. I wanted to get rid of this guy.
He was again dead in the waters, man.
Yep, and now take a look at this. Lelu has the 12 o'clock, Lelu soon has the 4 o'clock. And ToD's
He got
3 heroes now.
He got talents. He can cyclone until the end of days. And there's nothing ToD can do about it.
Wow. Wow.
Like, what's ToD supposed to do?
A player's
Oh,
forces are
that
under attack.
that was what he was doing with the tier 2, I guess.
Yep.
Super
Got the
smart.
talents back. And now we're getting XP from towers. It's not enough.
Oh yeah, he should maybe move back with the other heroes. Would have been enough. But I think it's just a matter of time now until Tinker is level 6.
He got 2 running gold mines. He got the craziest heroes. He got the counter to mass teleport. He got great scouts. He got his army all across the map. How can he stop Lelu at this point?
Under attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Remember when I said maybe is it really the best call to let Lelu live
Yeah,
and go on KraV?
it never is.
Yeah, I also feel like it. Like I think even if you're 50 versus 100 supply, it's still better to get rid of Lelu.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's so hard to win a freeway against this guy. It's so hard.
He's just looking
And
for towers. Isn't he?
Yeah. Here's the perfect spread also on his remaining buildings. There is no Mountain King, there are staffs.
Yep. Here's the fight. Oh, Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, that's huge!
That's the worst for the crows.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was a huge investment just gone.
Yep. They didn't want to be there.
Little careless.
Okay, but that might be... No, okay, that's not level 6 here.
No, I don't think so.
He needs all of the heroes there. But yeah, Lelu is mining.
He's under siege.
8k gold, 2 times 8k gold mines. That's amazing. There's level 6. Ooh, there was a Doom, so the Doom Guard gives him level 6. And oh, you always hate to see this robo transformation.
Oh my god, yeah. We got the Robo Tinker now. No way to stop. We got Breath of Fire, Tinker Rockets, Doom Guard, Doom itself. And Lelu's still mining. Like,
Yeah, we have the best thing against units with Doom. We have
Yep.
the best thing against buildings with Tinker. And we have the super survival stuff with the Tinker with the Panda split.
Yeah.
So you can't kill anything, and you always take damage against rockets, Rev, Tinker. He even uses the Panda ultimate just to get rid of the towers, speed up the clearance.
How is it always... Last Monday, Lelu was down to 0 supply and wins. Here, the odds are stacked against him. Everybody was in a better spot than him. He was in one building.
Yeah.
And he still does it, dude.
And I said it, like, there were so few mines on the map, and ToD was just scouting everything, and still Lelu managed to mine fully on this mine.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Pit Lord. Okay, Pit Lord dead.
Ah, there's no staff on the Tinker. Oh,
True.
okay.
And the Panda was an ultimate. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
But I mean, he has 1600 gold. He can just rebuild.
Yep, and ToD is now scouting with the water elemental, so he's gonna be aware of that additional base now.
He minds so
And
much.
yeah, he should mess TP, of course, then. Lelu is not greedy. Goes for the... No, he's going for the altar revive.
Is under siege.
Okay, gold mine in the north, wiped. Gold mine in the south, about to be wiped.
Yep. Of course, this buys more time for the Tinker to do some damage. And ToD is starting to get a peasant on the map,
Player's forces are
which is
under
also, of course, super important. Alright, so no more mining. 1300 gold for Lelu. 29 supply. 28 against 1k gold less and 22 supply.
Oh my
Higher
god.
heroes, though.
Lelu just had 6 dryads queued. Oh, mass teleport.
Ooh. Ah, okay, so he still has a lot of gold. Never mind then.
Yeah, yeah.
is under siege.
Okay, but anyways, supply blocked.
Pit Lord is about to be back.
And with Lelu, it's also like, it doesn't matter, like whenever he's supply blocked or anything, there's always a wisp left. You never have to ask yourself, does he still have a wisp left? He always takes care that he has a wisp left. If there's no wisp left, then his last building just died.
Yeah. There's two new buildings. Tree of Life is repositioning. Attack into ToD's base. Pressure is rising. Dryads, of course, can't be controlled by anything.
Oh, and the last peasant here is straight where the Doomguard is.
Oh.
Or the Pit Lord. And he's gonna scout it. Or maybe he's just hiding in the lab. Ooh, yeah, I guess he
Lucky.
doesn't see it on the minimap like that. Cyclone now in the Panda. Ooh, close this around. And there's still no staff on the Tinker. Okay, but the split is ready. And yeah, it's just more damage, more free damage for Lelu.
Guess not the perfect use for a Panda ult, but hey, as long as it saves your life, it's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the best uses. Just get rid of building HP. But yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, only important that you always get away with your Earth Panda. Because that's where the actual Panda is gonna respawn again. And this guy's already moving.
Pit Lord finds the peasant.
Player's forces are under attack.
And it's dead.
Oh, that's so painful. Ah, you don't have the money. You can use a resurrection, but
You can?
he's so far out on the map.
Against Doom?
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gone. There's no corpse.
gone. You're right. You're right. Of course.
Yes, I knew
Just the dark
something.
arrow, right? That's spawning the skeleton. Still,
Yeah.
of course, doesn't make sense. But
Yeah.
and Lelu is still trying to get up another base. Yeah, always keeping your opponents on their toes.
And Doomguard is again a bit of free damage. Sweeps around.
Right, around. But the painful thing is never matters what you do here because you always will lose something somewhere else. Okay, but now there is the Tree of Ages spotted, and yeah, Lelu can't defend, of course. Like, these heroes are nice and all, but they are not able to defend against the human heroes, so Lelu is always forced to go for building damage. And ToD really needs a peasant. I'm not sure if there is any on the map, and that's why Lelu is also always targeting peasants and main buildings, because if none of them are left, then you pretty much won the game.
Yep, I guess there's one left.
Yeah, that's an important one. Like, if you're doing this really well, you can sell items on your heroes. I mean, this is always painful, and they don't have a lot of them left. And then you start building scout towers on all these goblin labs and all these other stuff that's not visible on the map, even though you are revealed. And then once it gets scouted, you can cancel them even. So you are losing like 8 gold for every scouted building. So you can survive a very long time like this. And yeah, this would be, I think, the only way I can see him keep up with the base race. But I don't think ToD has enough experience to do that. But maybe he will surprise us.
Lelu's bank has shrunk to 700 gold. He still has items and stuff, of course, but that is 1600 gold gone.
Yeah, that's true. He has now 5 Dryads and it's gonna be able to get up to 6 maybe. And then maybe he still tries to fight straight up against ToD's heroes. Maybe then it's good enough with 6 Dryads, I could imagine.
His supply block needs another tree before that will work.
Okay, and ToD is nicely building the scout tower here, but there's already...
Oh, sick.
Already crow. And yeah, he landed the crow and wanted to step in with a hero and get rid of the peasant, which then would be just GG, but very fast reaction of ToD. And he needs to be very careful. If there is a pit lord close to this peasant, then the game is over, because there is no way to get a worker back then, and Lelu is just gonna be able to survive a very long time.
Oh, the crow. He tagged him. Fairy fire.
Oh, there's no staff on the pit lord though, so.
But there's a tinker. He just
okay. Then
he can get him back with resurrection, but you gotta get there first.
Yeah, I mean it's not a lot better, but it's better at least. Because there's such a long travel distance here for the paladin, and he's not the fastest hero.
Yeah, Pally got a rush. I mean, he got buffed in movement speed, but still, you gotta walk the entire way. Has no staff back. ToD is also revealed, which is very reassuring.
Yeah, and look at Lelu.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna babysit that corpse.
Yeah, but I mean, how can you prevent it?
Sorry?
How can you prevent the resurrection? I mean, the Pally is just... He could kill it again, I guess.
Yep. Okay, so he's not going for it. So run, little peasant! There is like an 4-minute window now where ToD is not gonna be able to get the peasant back if it dies. And the Riot scouts the paladin, so Lelu pretty much knows that the paladin was already there, so the peasant should be back to life in his mind. So now it's about time to find him, but it's not gonna be easy because I don't think he expects the peasant to just stay there. Or does he?
He dooms the breaker.
Okay, yeah, I mean it's fine because also resurrection is on cooldown, so if the peasant dies, it's dead. Okay, but Lelu is not finding it.
Wow, for the situation he's in, ToD is putting on a great fight.
Yes and no, because ToD is not getting stuff done.
Yeah, but I mean, he is surviving. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have died already.
Yeah, that's true. That's also definitely true. But if in terms of what they get done, like ToD is losing his main, ToD lost his peasant once his last, so that resurrection is on cooldown. ToD is losing HP on his buildings. So not anything that's really good for him. It's nice, but it's not good. Like, on the other hand, Lelu gets rid of so much buildings, building HP, peasants, and gets up an expansion at the same time. So, yeah. It's rough. It's just rough to play against someone who exactly knows what to do in these situations and has played it so many times.
Yeah. And he's up mining soon as well. So if ToD goes for the expansion, the base is exposed. If he goes for the base, then Lelu is mining. And all of that for free. So much multitasking necessary now.
Town is under siege.
2 more dryads. I'm not even sure if he has the spell, but then of course water elementals are not an issue no more. Oh, apparently not.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's just so tough in ToD situation. Like, yes, you have mass TP, great. But you have to take care that your base is not dying too fast, that your last peasant is not dying, that you kill something of Lelu, and that Lelu is not getting the bases up. And he's still able to get up the bases, so that's such bad news, because the next step of ToD is not gonna be towards bottom right, but towards his main base. And that's so much more time for Lelu to mine, and yeah, every 400 gold is another tree that could be anywhere on the map, including the gold mine.
Well, Zeppelin might have seen the peasants, not sure, but yeah, it's free building damage. We're down to, I don't know, 10 buildings or so? 3, 6, yeah, 10. I feel like Zeppelin has an idea that something's there.
I mean, the fun fact is that Lelu only has 5 wisps and they are exactly there. And only has 1 tree. That's also exactly this tree. So if we had a unit here, this would be such a multi-kill. It would be all wisps gone, it would be the last tree gone.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he had a chance, but now there's already 1 wisp escaping. And that's the money wisp here already.
A town is under siege.
Breaker scouting everything, there's another tower being found. Lelu is tracking ToD really, really well. Never allows too many buildings on the map. And new moonworlds rising, of course, while the siege continues. And we're down from 10 to 8 buildings. Always gotta be careful with the Pit Lord.
Yep. It's just this bottom right expansion. Like, without this expansion, ToD might even have a chance, but there's already so much gold being mined there and so close to the Pit Lord, and the peasant would have crossed ways. And ToD is exactly what I told you he should do, getting towers. I mean, I think he shouldn't finish them, or at least only finish one so that the staff is still working. But yeah, he's doing the right thing. It's just this expansion bottom right.
The Dryads killed a Breaker, by the way, so that roaming unit is gone. Pit Lord back to full HP, full mana, all good. Oh, Doom! On the peasant, it's gone! It's gone forever!
Yeah, that game.
Yep, and now it's just a matter of time.
Wait, there? Okay, there's no corpse, it just looks like it.
No, there's nothing. Can't be. Thank you, Oxum1 for the sub. Good job! Let's keep it going! Rah rah rah! Yeah, these are the last buildings. There's no chance. Man, what a hard-fought battle that was.
A player's forces.
Yeah, but it feels like we say this every week, and still every time it's the same outcome.
It's true.
So no matter how tough, how difficult the situation is, he always finds a way, and that's so impressive. And Also, I think the first fights against ToD were super impressive. Like, really nice for an FFA player. And yeah, that's how you win every FFA game.
ToD holding on to dear life, but there's not much to hold on to, so that's the end of ToD's FFA career, I guess.
Yep, most likely that. And again, we also say it every time, like, it's just like one tree that's left, and if this tree would have died, then Lelu would be out, but for some reason it never dies, and Lelu is never out.
And even now, like, he's not risking anything, plays it safe, heals up a little bit, builds another moonwell. But yeah, it's,
yeah, and ToD's still on the defensive, like, he doesn't achieve anything here defending. It's just buying Lelu time to mine, it's buying Lelu time to scout more of ToD's buildings. Like, it's not these three buildings will win him the game. There's any win condition that relies on these three buildings. It's more about him finding the last stuff of Lelu before Lelu kills the remaining buildings, the hidden ones. And yeah, there we go, STP. And finally, also again, this last tree. We say it so often. If this falls earlier, Lelu might have been in trouble. But like this, 2.2k gold, still a wisp on the map, still an... Okay, this wisp is not gonna escape.
Last building.
But it's enough.
That is... Oh, not the last building?
No, there are some towers at the...
Oh, okay.
American stuff. And I'm not sure, maybe these two wisps in the back might even survive. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's two buildings then? Lelu can scout.
Yeah, ToD is even scouting this Ancient of Wind bottom, right? So he's doing a good job.
Are under attack.
But yeah, it's not gonna be enough.
So we checked all the buildings on the map now, all the labs, etc, etc. Mass teleport. Okay, so he's forcing another fight here, which Lelu can't really take. There's one more tower that I didn't see yet. Ah, here at the mercenary camp, alright. Yeah, that was when the peasant survived. Split on the Panda. Fire Panda should be enough. And it is. So yeah, one scout tower is everything ToD has left.
Yep, and it's only gonna be a matter of time, of course.
Yeah, Dryad's on the way. Dryad's on the way.
And more time, and yeah, Dryad's exactly where they need to go, and that's gonna be the game. Big Panda against small Panda was a nice...
God damn.
That's it.
Lelu does it again. Once again against all odds. Again, you could have counted him out, and again he comes back from an almost unwinnable situation. This man is just unbelievable.
Yeah, and it really took a lot. Like, there were two players, KraV and ToD, who had like 70 supply armies, 80 supply armies. And ToD had, and Lelu had one Panda and one Tree of Life to balance this and drag out the game. Long enough that he is in the lead, in the strongest position. So crazy. And he does it again.
Yeah, he is the craziest. He is the absolute craziest. Oh man, ToD got close. KraV with a way better performance than we've seen in the team league, where he often wasn't like strategically the best and the greatest. This time